What role does artificial intelligence, advanced analytics, machine learning play in helping cities and transportation companies make transit more efficient?
I think it's important to understand that those companies are very much driven by planning. Right now, they love to plan for the next 10 years. And if like guys like you and me who live, in the digital era, we are used to very responsive, like real-time responsive services. So you have to bring these two worlds together in a way. And what helps a lot is if you plan for shorter cycles. Let's say you plan an on-demand service for the next weekend, and then that is being simulated and then operated. It helps to implement machine learning in a way that all your planning and simulation becomes more intelligent, so that you meet the scenario that in the end happens on the street more precise every day you do that. So in an industry that is pretty conservative and risk averse, the more you nail what's going to happen, the easier it is also to drive change. And that is why it's important to provide such technology to give them the tools at hand they need to transform from, again, their pretty old-fashioned ways to a much more sophisticated, innovative scenario.
What about the Internet of Things and other endpoints, data aggregation devices? How do these new technologies help make transportation more effective?
Well, the Internet of Things is, if you look at the Internet of Transportation, I think one example for that. If you look at a fleet of vehicles that is on the street, whether it is a subway or flexible vehicles, and whether you look at the demand, the people going from A to B, this is literally an Internet of Things. This is one way of applying the Internet of Things with transportation, with mobility. So the ideal setup of an urban mass transit system is exactly an Internet of Things, a network where everything is automated, where algorithms decide on allocating resources, which is why it's so interesting to apply such technology to urban transportation, also to logistics, by the way, because again, today, nothing is really happening in this regard. If you do that, if you apply it, the changes will be significant in terms of how much space you gain back, how efficient it will be, how cheap it can be in terms of cost saving.